Yeah, this is Point Black, coming in hard, off the card, coming with the flow, from the barrio, and we coming from the heat of the motherfucking street. This is PBNN Point Black, national news, comments and views, sometimes strong. You know what I'm saying? Coming with them facts, to crack backs, on all corner whether it's right, or sometimes may misconstrued or be wrong. Science don't bet only on just being right. You see what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of people find themselves in many different conditions of mentality and breakdown based on the way they think or based on what they're not willing to let go of because they feel that it's right no matter what nobody say. But when you look at where they're getting the say from, you know what I'm saying? Now we begin to realize why it is they think the way they do. So, we don't have time to sit here and babysit anyone, so sometimes we get things wrong. Let's just be clear on that. Let's be clear on that. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to make sure that we understand that. So we go back to the drawing board and we concoct what we need to do. We research what we need to do. We dig what we need to do. And we keep the flow going until we get it right. You cannot just bet on only, one way. Because whether that one way seemed right at one point, you know what I'm saying, when the truth comes out of it, or the research of it, or the groundbreaking facts that they didn't expect people to do. This is how wicked these beasts are. They think that they could run that shit. But at the same time, they're not running it on legitimate adults who may know this truth. Those are the ones they try to eliminate. The ones that they attack is the children. For some reason, I'll say it again. These people got a problem with goddamn children. You know what I'm saying? They always attacking and around with the children. If you're not going to teach them nothing because you're doing around them at all. You can't be dealing with certain things and not deal with it in the way it's supposed to be naturally and naturally that it comes out right. How can you always be so wrong is the question. You know what I'm saying? Even when we're looking at the vote, today, this is an election day going on and everything, we need to put more emphasis on showing the demon Democrats that this is not a joke, this is our lives, this is what you think you can do, this is how dumb you think we are, because you've been attacking us since we were kids with religion, garbage, and all type of mentality things, medicines, all kinds of attacks on the children. I'm saying, and one of the worst is church. So, you know what I mean? I don't follow that Hearst church garbage. And the preacher needs to take a walk. Because if he's not teaching you anything about your blackness, especially black people going to church, then something is deadly wrong with your crazy ass. And we're not going to be running with you because you going to get us killed. You know what I'm saying? As we see. You know what I mean? We see a lot of people are out there like Manchin. He's out there jumping all over Biden because he don't respect the plan and see that the plan seems to be garbage. We follow everything, but it's time for this year for people to show the power of the people. Now, what I mean by that, we have to break it down. How are you going to show any power, right, if you continue to elect, the same people who has caused these problems in your life, shortchange your ass for many years using tax gains and lawmakers and all kinds of shit to sheep and shaft, and we don't see none of that money really that they're talking about. They're always talking trillions and billions and gillions. I'm going to put $5 trillion aside for the forest, out there in the forest, and that $5 trillion going to go in somebody's pocket. How the hell is it going to go to the forest? How many forest rangers are you actually paying, and how much of that money you paying to protect that at all? When you pay people a little bit of money on these jobs, you barely paying anything at all, and then when they get the money, you tax them for it. Let's be 100. So a lot of these talk about trillions here and trillions there does not make much sense anywhere. So I don't see how people see that. You know what I mean? I don't see it. I don't see it. You know, they talk about all these trillions and all this money to go into forests and protecting the wildlife and all this shit, and none of that shit because the demon Democrats is the one that fucked up this planet when it come environmentally for years. Now all of a sudden they want to turn around and say that they're doing this and they're doing that and all goody two shoes and we're spending all the money for the forest and we love you. And she Hoxel up there with her demon Democrat asked about a so-called governor talking about paid leave and this type of leave and all kind of. We need more minimum wage reach. We don't need more money just spending on police officers that when you aggravate the fucking people, you got a whole police force out there to knock you back down. No, 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 no. These are the demon Democrats hiding behind a law and using it against you. So you have to this year make a serious decision. If the demon Democrat is on the path that you think he should be on and make it right, then you must consider your vote. Now, I'm not saying vote for him. I say consider your vote. Now, when it comes to the Republican, at the same time, you got to do the same thing. But you need to shake up the ground and let's see what the Republican side has to offer based on that if they go wrong, we shake their asses up too. Nobody, but this year we need to shake it up because the leaving Democrats have had 47 years and better of rule. You cannot keep voting. Let's turn it around. Common sense wise. Let's give everybody a chance. What if that was always Republicans for the last 47 years? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you should run on the vote for the demon Democrats because I don't respect them at all. But you're going to keep voting for the Republicans if they keep fucking you over and this and that and the third and the fourth and the fifth and the shit. But we know why the Republican Party is in that. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get Ann Connolly in there for that seat. Let's see what Ann Connolly really got to offer since she wants to fight for the spot. She better prove herself as a Republican too because you're coming up in my ancestors shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, we see that the Republicans ain't giving you what you want. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't going to shake it up. You need to go form your own party, the People's Party, and get things going. I see the sister up there talking. She usually up there. I forgot her name to get her name. I don't know if she connected to Black Lives Matter or whatever, but she's always up there talking, and she did make a good point today, so I'm going to give her a check mark. You know what I'm saying? She did mention that we don't need all this money spending on police officers. We need more housing. We need more the minimum wage to go up. We need a lot of things to happen, and she is right in what she said today. So she gets her check mark from Point Black. You know what I'm saying? Let's be 100. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. But I'm not going to give credit to a bunch of beasts trying to kill the people in the city. You know what I'm saying? In the Babylon, or not the city, you know what I'm saying, of this country we call, this piece of land we call New York. So we have to look at the fact that if you're going to keep voting Demon Democrat, how you expect to receive any kind of change? I don't get it. And if it was the other way around and the Republicans are fucking up for 47, 50 years, you know what I'm saying? How you expect to get any change, keep voting them in? But we know that the Demon Democrats have crossed party lines because you have some candidate, some lawmakers that are, they say they Democrat and Republican. How you going to be both? You jackass. Don't let me hear that bullshit need to stop. Either you're a Republican and running on Republican conservative or whatever groove, or you're a Demon Democrat down with the satanic garbage, singing good songs of melody. We don't need to hear that bullshit. You need to come correct. Coming on too.